Oh, hi, Damon here with your Remax Elite market update for October 2020. Now you might be asking yourself, why is Damon wearing a wig? And it's to illustrate a point. Today we're talking about interest rates and how they affect the market. So grab your popcorn, grab your Coca-Cola, and sit back in your favorite lazy boy and listen to the teacher. Mortgage rates. Well, first of all, let me tell you that sales volume is up 25% year over year. In this COVID economy, we are experiencing 25% more home sales in the month of October and versus last year. And in the city of Edmonton, single family homes are 5% more. That's like $25,000 more on average per house sold year over year. And I'm going to explain what the interest rates have to do with that. You know, lowering interest rates is kind of like putting on a wig when the economy is getting a little bit sparse, right? And so you put on a wig, you look voluminous, you look sexy, you look good. And so that's what's happening here. Is we got an interest rate of 1.69% for a 5-year fixed, according to my good friend Mark at the Family Mortgage Planners. You may have heard of Mark Koslick, Family Mortgage Planners from Shine FM, if you're one of those faithful listeners. I had to give Mark a call today because I needed to do a little bit of research for what I want to explain to you, how dramatically an interest rate can affect the housing market in a city like Edmonton. And so I actually I printed out some visuals for you, or actually some numbers, so some of you guys might glaze over anytime soon. You can turn this off if you'd like. I hope that I'm in focus here. So the average house price in Edmonton is $450,000. The average interest rate is 1.69 in 2020. And I said to my good friend Mark, I said, what would the mortgage payment be on that if you were to borrow with 5% down? He said $1,816. So that's your monthly payment to service a mortgage on a $450,000 home. I said, well, what about last year? What was the interest rate? He said, well, it's 2.69%. So that's a dramatic drop. You can see it's a 37% drop from this number to that number, 37% drop. And what happened to the cost of a mortgage payment on the same $450,000 home? Well, it went up. What is that? $218 a month for the exact same product. Think about that. That's a lot of money over a 60-month term, a 5-year term. 60 times 200 is that's $12,000. Over $12,000 savings just by buying a house this year over the course of 5 years. So that's good math right there. Now I said, well, what about 2018? What were the interest rates at? He said, oh, they're about 3.69% if you had got a good deal. And again, the cost for a $450,000 home would have been $2,264. Whoa, $450 per month more than that number. $450 more a month. You times that by 60 months. How much more interest are you given to your favorite financial institution? 450 times 60. I don't have a clue what that would be, but it would probably be $28,000. You're just throwing away. So what a good time to lock in right now at 1.69%, and that's why we have a sales volume increase of 25% this year. And you know what? Just to make it more interested, and as I was having Mark crunch all these numbers, he's like, "This is fun." Those are his exact words, his exact tone. And because I said, you know what? Well, let's take it one step further. Let's take that 1816 at 1.69. It gives you $450 house with 5% down, $450,000. If we were to apply the mortgage cost of the monthly cost of $20.34 a month, but let's say that we have the low interest rates of today. Well, you could actually buy a $500,000 home in 2020, whereas in 2019 you would only be able to afford a $450,000. So your purchasing power is up $50,000 over last year. And over 2 years ago, where you would have had to pay $22.64, with that same mortgage interest, mortgage payment, you can buy a house of $550,000, $100,000 more purchasing power. So what a great time to sell. There's buyers that can afford $100,000 more. And with very little self-control, they're going to buy a more expensive home like yours. So I'm getting excited. I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any questions about the market, specifically mortgage related, give Mark a call. Give me a call. I'll be able to help you out if this was as clear as mud. But you know what? Let's face it. The economy is looking a little bit grim right now. But you know what? There's always a silver lining, and there's a lot of good things happening right now. I personally believe it's more about your attitude, about your spirit, about your faith, and about your motivation to get up and go. So surround yourself with positive people, just like my friend Optimistic Prime said in my meme from yesterday. You know, things aren't so bad. They're going to be okay. So get out there, have fun in this world, enjoy every day. Life is short, and we'll talk to you next month.